Alrighty, folks, welcome back to another video here with Professor Tyler. This is going to be a pretty easy part, so it'll be a pretty quick video, so follow along. So here's our part. I'm going to go ahead and toss that origin right smack dab in the middle, just like we always have been. And then the other thing, so that way everything just stays symmetrical, right? I'll be doing some mid-plane extrudes. I'll also be showing you guys how to use the rib tool, because that's how we're going to do this duder right here. And yeah, let's get to it. Make sure we're in millimeters grams second, because that's what the drawing is in. Again, it doesn't explicitly state it, but we're just kind of assuming. But it's pretty safe to assume given those values. So yeah, that's what we got going on. So we'll go and start sketching on the top plane here. And in the spirit of keeping everything centered, we're going to go ahead and use our center rectangle under the rectangle flyout. So 2 clicks, we got ourselves a rectangle. Let's go ahead and get in Smart Dimension here. This dimension right here is 75. Again, when we're dimensioning, we always dimension line to line. That other dimension is going to be 52, and we're going to go ahead and extrude this guy. Looks like according to our drawing, that thickness is going to be 8 millimeters. A blind extrude will do for today. And then now let's go ahead and we'll do this like fork looking duder. To do that, we're going to go ahead and sketch on the front plane. All right, because that is symmetrical, I will be mirroring that. So first thing for that is to drop our center line. So under the line flyout tool, we'll go ahead and drop a center line from the origin upwards. And then I'm gonna go ahead and take care of those arcs real quick. So it looks like we have one arc that starts there, kind of goes down a little bit. Another center point arc. Oops. Sometimes you gotta unravel these arcs. There's not exactly a great science to it. This inner arc, we're gonna take all the way to this line right here. Hopefully I didn't just add the relationship that I think I might have added. Nope, we're good. All right. And then we need some lines as well. So I got to connect this guy up here. I got to connect this guy down here, and we got to go over to that center line. All right, so that's our basic shape. Now we'll go ahead and add some relations. So this guy should be coincident with that line. What that's going to do is that's going to make it so our arc stays at 90 degrees. And that's all the relations we need for now. We automatically added the other ones while we were putting in our sketch. So now it's time to go smart dimension. All right, so this inner arc has a radius of 12. This outer arc has a dimension of 20. And then I'm going to go ahead and dimension across the center line. Remember how we do that? Click line, click the center line, then go over to get double that dimension, and that's going to be 10. And then it looks like we also need the height here, so that's going to be this. Oop, not the point. We don't like to dimension points if we don't have to, but we'll go to the line, down to this guy right here, and that's going to be 40. And just like that, voila, we are fully defined. So now let's go ahead and mirror entities, click and drag, highlight the whole sketch, and we'll mirror about this line right here. And there we go. There's our fully defined sketch mirrored. Again, you fully define it first, then you mirror it, because then everything is fully defined once you mirror it. So now let's go ahead and extrude this guy. Again, we're already in the middle of this sketch, so we'll go ahead and do that end condition of midplane, and we have a thickness of 40. And there we go. Let's go and accept those changes. All right, so now all we have to do is this little rib feature right here. And because it looks like it is symmetrical, however, we can't assume symmetry because it has this 22 dimension right here. I believe if you do the math, it will come out as symmetrical, but I don't do math because doing math only introduces the possibility for error. And then when you got to change stuff, it's harder to change if you did math, and it's harder to check if you did math. So in an effort to not do math, we're going to go ahead and make a reference plane. So I'm gonna make a plane and I'm gonna in reference geometry right here, I select plane. For the first reference, I'm gonna choose this face right here. And then that offset is gonna be 22 millimeters. And I'm getting that 22 millimeters from this number right here. And then we're gonna go ahead and flip the offset on that. So then it's 22 millimeters recessed into the part. And now we have a reference plane. So this plane is just a reference plane, something for us to sketch on. You could click and drag the corners, make it however big or small you want. This is just a visual representation of the plane. It exists throughout the entire dimension, but that rectangle is just so you can kind of imagine where it's at. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and sketch on that plane one, and we're gonna sketch a single line. We are going to sketch from this point, or from this corner right here, to this corner right here. That's all we need to do this rib feature. So once we have that, let's go into features and we'll go into rib. All right, so now we have some parameters we got to fill out, right? So right now it defaults to the mid plane. We don't really want a mid plane. We don't. So just see what option you need. We don't want it to go that way. We want it to go the other way. And then it's going to ask for a thickness. It looks like, according to the drawing, that thickness is going to be 8 millimeters. And then this arrow right here, see, I can zoom in. Oh, the arrow doesn't get bigger. But this arrow right here is basically the side that it's going to try to fill in the material on, right? So to change that arrow, we either click on the arrow or we can check this box right here. We want the arrow pointing towards the part, meaning that we're going to add material going towards the part. Click check, and there's your rib. All right, we could do that on the other side, make that sketch do it again, but we've already done it once, so I'm just gonna go ahead and mirror it as a feature. So I'll go mirror. For the mirror face plane, I'm gonna go with our right plane. Again, that's why we put the origin in the centers, because then it makes it easy to mirror across those planes. There's all sorts of benefits to it, so it's really a good habit to get into. We don't need a secondary mirror plane, but for features, we'll just go ahead and select this rib from our design tree. Press check. And there you go. There is your part. To clean it up, let's go ahead and hide plane one. So right click and we'll click the eyeball with the X through it and make it all nice and pretty. Control 7 for the isometric view. Looks the same. It's because we did it right. And then just so you guys could check your own work, I'm going to go ahead and right click on material, click edit material. And I'm feeling a 6061 T6 kind of mood today. And then I'll go to evaluate, click on mass properties. And I got 181.24. And so yeah, that's about what you guys should be getting. Let me just, oops. So anyways, that's what I got for you guys. Hopefully that helps. And yeah, happy catting.